Good morning and welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Monday, August 7th, 2023. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. The Niners were off yesterday, so I want to lay out the schedule for the week, and it is going to be a very big week. Plus, we'll get to one comment from an assistant coach that should make you very happy as a 49er fan. But first, the schedule. Today, practice, Kyle Shanahan will speak, players will follow. Tomorrow, Tuesday, practice and players, no coaches available to the media. Wednesday is a scheduled off day because the team is traveling to Vegas, and that's when we get the joint practices with the Raiders on Thursday. Kyle Shanahan is going to speak, and then we'll hear players as well. And then on Friday, Steve Wilks will speak, and of course, players after that. Walk through Saturday, and then Sunday, that's it. It's game day, baby. First preseason game of the year for the 49ers against the Raiders. 1 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday. I absolutely cannot wait, and I'm sure you can either. And of course, after that game, come here live on the YouTube channel. We will have an instant reaction show. I'm sure there's going to be plenty to break down after that one with all the quarterbacks. I still don't even know if Brock is going to play in that preseason game, but we will be here regardless. So we hope you join us, because if there's ever a time when these quarterbacks are going to separate themselves, it's going to be this week, starting with those joint practices. Also, pay attention to what the Raiders players and the Raiders beat writers are saying. And if you don't know a couple, Paul Gutierrez covers the Raiders for ESPN. Give him a follow on Twitter. And Vic Tafur for The Athletic covers the Raiders as well. Both very, very good. So there could be some good nuggets to learn by following them. Now, let's get to the comment from the assistant coach. That would be Chris Forster. You know, we keep hearing that Ty Davis Price is making this like great comeback. And Chris Forster on Friday, late Friday, continued that narrative.
It's unreal right now. Last year, he looked good early. He looked good when we didn't have the pads on. And then all of a sudden, as we started playing games, different things happened during the course of the year. It just wasn't as good. He right now looks like a man on a mission. He's fun to watch. He is a boy. And I see all the things we saw when we drafted him. He just gets to the open field. He's a load. He's fast. He's seen things better. He's just he understands the offense better. Everything about him, like all these guys, first to second year, you can hear your rookie year, and sometimes it's you're just your head starts spinning. It doesn't stop until the season's over. Ty's been that kid that, man, everything's kind of coming together for him. He looks like a different guy. He's playing very, very well. It's fun to watch.
You know, we all kind of assume it's McCaffrey, Mitchell, and Mason, and then a bunch of people after that. But Mitchell's already hurt. And if TDP is as good as people say, don't be surprised if he works his way up the depth chart. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Monday is Mike Silver. I know a lot of you get mad when you hear that name, but he actually had a really cool column about the secondary, about how they're feeling kind of appreciated because Steve Wilks used to be a secondary coach, and he's given them a lot of love now that he is the defensive coordinator. You can check that out by clicking the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch, we had some injured guys last week, like Aaron Banks, for example, who's in the concussion protocol. What happens with them going into the joint practice against the Raiders? Because I'm sure Shanahan would like to get everybody as much run as possible. We'll see if Banks is going to suit up or if the Niners are going to play it safe. One thing you may have missed, Broncos head coach Sean Payton says he's going to play his starters in the preseason. Now, why do you care about that? Because the Niners are going to face the Broncos the second game of the preseason. And you know what that means. One more matchup against the old nemesis, Russell Wilson. That's going to do it for this edition of the show. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. Enjoy your Monday, everybody. Be sure to check out the new website, goldstandardniners.com, for more on these stories and everything interesting happening in 49ers land. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk tomorrow.